Quote. He said this about the death penalty. He wanted public executions, and I think it's very ironic that he got publicly executed. Too many people are feeling bad for him. I think we should respect his beliefs. He didn't believe in empathy, so I think we should respect his beliefs and not have any empathy for him.
What was your emotional reaction like when you found out Charlie Kirk was assassinated?
I broke down crying. I was at work, unfortunately. I went into a room and I cried. I called my parents. I mean, he's had such an impact on our lives. I felt like from a religious standpoint, he just helped strengthen our faith. And from a political standpoint, I felt like I should.
Something I noticed, okay? Hey, yo, don't get mad at me for this comment. This is something I've noticed, and it's true. You don't say don't believe me, it's not true. Is that I've watched Charlie Kirk from like a way back at Jubilee. I've seen his travel throughout his career. Not a lot of big figures endorsed him. But after he passes, everybody acts like he was their best friend. Saw him every day. Though this guy's a great friend. It's like, dude, like, how about you guys stand on business and associate people that you want to instead of like grifting. I think it's performative. I think it's bad. Make good and associate people when they're alive, not when they die, dude.
Never back down from what I believe in.
He had such a heart for.
It's not wrong. You brother. Yeah, I think I haven't been paying attention. I've been watching
The black community.
25% of black youth were raised by a single mom. That's the #1 issue happening in the country, and it's not because of systemic racism.
He just wanted people to be better, to recognize the full potential, to stop with the victim mentality and walk in greatness as he knew that we can.
Charlie Kirk is the 13th disciple.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the disciples all died bringing people to Jesus. They were martyred bringing people to Jesus. So now Satan's dancing and thrilled, and I'm telling people, if you voted for the Democrats this last election, you voted for the cartels.
Have you always been so religious?
No, because when I was in Vietnam, I was killing people. And I couldn't understand what the hell was going on. Why would God allow this?
If people are crying about Charlie, why aren't they crying about the school shootings? I'm an educator. I have been trained to die for children. We're supposed to jump in front of the gun, counting or not counting gang violence.
What would you say resonated the most with you about his messaging?
Well, the message of hope.
Wait, she said fucking what?
For children, about the school shootings. I'm an educator. I have been trained to die for children. We're supposed to jump in front of the gun, counting or not counting gang violence.
What would you say resonated the most with you about his messaging?
Well, the message of hope, even though things may seem bleak, we have Christ, but also he kind of like the way he lived his life, like how he got married early and how he talked about having kids, really resonated with me because I think a lot of that is a solution to a lot of the problems and the
Those were last words about how does that play into this?
challenges that we're facing here in America.
He was Jesus on earth. He was like living AI where you could go and ask it a question and it will respond to you, but with God.
Prodigal son.
Absolutely.
None of it happened before. Remember
Absolutely. Thank you, Charlie. Good seeing you again.
What's all your dogs' names?
Red, blue, green, pink, butterfly, Brooklyn, bagel, binky, brownie, Bambi, peanut. We really like the way that Charlie Kirk thought about marriage. I'm single and in my 40s, and maybe there's like been a little bit of
Chat, are these like, is that a fucking Chihuahua, like German Shepherd mix somehow? What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Or like Rottweiler mix? What is that? What is? It's like a rat mix hybrid fucking radioactive
or
bullshit
maybe I'll
fucking
find my
rodent.
perfect man. You know, you're not gonna find really anything at the bar or
It's a Rottweiler.
stuff like that. So, yeah. Although I have 10 dogs, so I don't really need a man, but it would be nice maybe if I found one.
What about Charlie Kirk's message resonated with you most?
The fact that he swung the vote as a single human being,
xQc
and then all of a sudden he passes and his voice just gets louder. People don't die for a lie, they die for the truth.
Have you heard some of the more outlandish theories about that? About why he was assassinated?
Yeah, I have, and I don't care.
Totally. Where do you think the Republican Party goes from here?
Goes from here?
Yeah.
Oh, it increases The Democrats know they're losing, and all they have is to murder and violence.
And I think what makes this kind of worse is now Nick Fuentes is like up next.
Elon Musk, you weren't born here. Milo, you're a Jew and you weren't born here. Candace Owens, your husband, wasn't born here. Go the fuck home.
That's what happens when I think you take out somebody like Charlie Kirk. Now you get like Nick Fuentes is now the next guy up.
I'm the realest nigga on the internet that's in the middle of my generational run.
You took out some dude who was laid back.
Yeah, yeah. I think he needed more context to that. Cause he said when he said he's up next, I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Politically correct in like a Republican sense.
Like,
now you got this Mexican white kid who's like, we need only white people, you know? So,
yeah. Where do you think the future of the Republican Party is going to stand?
It's going to go along the Charlie Kirk route, I think. Because I don't think, if you think about Nick Fuentes, you don't really see, I don't think he would be pulling a crowd like this. It's not to say anything against Nick Fuentes and like bashing him in any way, but like Erica Kirk has been named the new CEO of TPUSA. So we have that, and I think she will do a really great job. Another person that's more maybe closer to Charlie Kirk in my mind, maybe might be like a John Doyle.
And I would like to see Trump.
Yeah, but people forget these figures, they live off the farming, TikTok, farming, social media. They're like farmer. They farm and get it. It is what it is. I mean,
Don Jr. and Eric and JD Vance and Barron
the whole
one day be
basis
president,
of
and maybe
debate
even my own
me,
nephew one day
I'm
be
wrong,
president.
whatever.
I can see it.
Is farming.
I am actually really energized seeing all these people here to worship God and to worship Charlie. I think it's beautiful. I'm holding back tears right now.
Did you guys know Charlie? I know that the floor seats are like friends and family kind of deal.
We did not know him, but we saw him all the time. I mean, we're like, what, stalkers?
Why do you think Charlie Kirk was assassinated?
Oh, I would really base it off of basically what the Tyler Robinson said, where he said that he thought that he was spreading hate in that sense, which, in my opinion, yes, to some people who might not have maybe the best worldview or maybe who are just in a bad place might think that, because maybe Charlie Kirk might seem like he's actually, berating you for the way that you are, living your life or things like that.
I was born as a man, and now I'm a woman.
Okay, no, but you don't become a woman just because you dress like a woman.
My mom's from Mexico, my dad's from Syria.
So when she came here, did she know she was breaking the law?
She was I think, 17, so yeah.
Did she know?
She probably know.
Okay, therefore you should go back to your country of origin. If you knew that you were invading somebody's home, I don't have sympathy for you.
I feel like it was for religious reasons. I think there are people that don't feel comfortable in his faith and him going
Nah, that doesn't really make sense. Sorry, that doesn't really make sense. But it's all good.
out speaking, and there's a religious revival going on. He was touching people. He was getting out there.
I mean, I think we became tolerant about things that were not correct. I feel like we have a generation that doesn't understand what this nation.
Well, at what age? Okay, and then give you the exact age at which you know what you're doing, and you know that you're breaking the law, and you know that you're doing something right or wrong. Give me the age exactly. Give me the age. Nobody's gonna agree. People just gonna type a bunch of random shit. Some 18s, some whatever. Fortunately, the laws to put their foot on the ground, and for most states and for most shit, it's gonna be 18. It is what it is. Can't really. If it was up to me, for some things it'd be something, for other things it'd be other things, but it's whatever.
Was built on. They don't understand their rights. I think, unfortunately, when you pull God out of regular day life, you start to let evil in.
They were wrong, but they didn't want to accept it, so they killed him for it.
Yo, 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 yo. What is up, brothers and sisters?
It's not that you don't do a crime when you're under 18. Is that okay? Then if you apply that to age of consent, then what? And then there's don't go there, don't go there. Well, you kind of have to, because you have to establish a basis. And the reality is that if it's why there's something like statutory R word, right? If somebody is not of age, it's statutory. What? It is what it is. So why is the question mark? What I said makes very much sense. You have to, if you have a certain view, you have to apply it across the board.
Andrew Callahan, Channel 5 News. You guys may have noticed that I'm actually not in this video. It's because during the Charlie Kirk Memorial, I was actually down in Mexico shooting for Canal 5, an all Spanish language original content channel. I shot 4 different videos in 1 week down there, and I just got back today, the day after the Charlie Kirk funeral. So I'm over here right now at Apache Junction Hotel, my favorite motel in the West. But the point is, and we most important. Say it once again. In times like these, staying as far away as possible from the.
Hold on. Okay, hold on, chat. I don't want to get you mad. I want to get mad. But you're saying that, this person is 17. Okay, they know what they're doing if they're crossing the border or whatever.
Jesus telling
right? But then you take somebody. Let's say somebody's like 17 and they want to sleep with a guy that's like 50 years old. 50 years old. Okay, this is wrong. 100%. Or you can tell them, oh, dude, you knew what you were doing. You knew what you're doing. No. The law will actually go backward and say the opposite. It's like this. It's this person's perpetrating whatever, and it is a statutory victim. Well, why is your question mark? I'm correct about this. So how can you say, oh, well, this one is that way, but that one is that way? You don't get to really like. I think it's a hard point to defend. I would see you would struggle to defend this point.
Fear-mongering 24-hour news cycle and all of its salacious elements is so important, and I want to make sure that you guys are protected against misinformation. For example, let's take the Charlie Kirk Memorial right now. As you can see, using the ground news covering a story, their blind spot tool, using sign up, can keep making watered of Glendale.
Challenges be transgender because God chose a gender for you already, and the challenge is to work with it. Not throw it away or think you can judge them.
What do you guys?
Well, in that train of thought, I thought you would choose your sex and not your gender. I thought gender was a social construct that's gonna pass just the sex being certain Y, X, Y, whatever the fuck or whatever, right? At that point, it's different. It's a gender. So this guy, again.
To work with it.
A lot of times these people have these arguments that people don't disagree with them. They just don't understand the premise of it's two separate things.
Not throw it away or think you can judge them.
What do you guys think is the biggest threat to American values?
I'm not saying they're right or wrong. I'm not putting a stand. I'm just saying they don't even talk about the premise properly because they're ignorant to the terms they're using.
Now, Islam.
Very good.
It literally tells people that you can have 4 wives and beat those wives. And also the Prophet Muhammad had a 9-year-old wife. So I don't think that...
Guys, it's that simple. It's that simple. Let's say you're talking about a weapon, right? A weapon, let's say, right? Weapon can be what? Can be up to a knife, a car, whatever. It's like it could be a bunch of shit. You say, oh, yo, it's a gun or whatever. It will be like what? Like AR, like pistol, like whatever. So they know a few, right? So yeah, I get it. Weapon, a gun can be in there, right? But it's a lot broader than that. Does that make sense? So like, can't say, oh, it's the same. No, it's not.
That's representative of American values or values of the West. And yeah.
Is it okay to have another religion besides Christ?
Say I'm wrong.
Not in America, because our Constitution's based on Judeo-Christian values. If you're a Muslim, a Sharia law Muslim, you believe that you have to kill Jews and Christians. If you're a communist, you believe that you have to control the world. Well, we don't control the world. We're not looking to control the world. We conquered the world in World War II. The whole world was ours, and we gave it back. No, really. Yeah. Japan is Japan. Germany is Germany. We didn't keep it for ourselves. We're for freedom in the world.
Losing Charlie's really sad, but I think it created a million more Charlies, and I look forward to seeing what the future has to bring to the United States and around the world.
Have you heard the theory that Charlie Kirk was assassinated to distract from the Epstein files?
No, that's not true.
Okay.
I have never spoken to President Trump about the Epstein files.
How old are you?
Chat.
I'm 14.
Chat, I think 99% of the time people say that something is a distraction from something else is absolutely brain dead. 99% of the time people say, oh, this is happening as a distraction. It's just incorrect. Okay, it probably happens rarely.
14. So it seems like Charlie did a lot for young men specifically. When did you first find out about Charlie Kirk?
In the 2024 election, I started seeing his videos.
What resonated with you most about his message?
How he would debate and stay calm, and also how he would prove them wrong as well.
Where did you go to college?
I went to Arizona State.
Okay. Would you say that there was like a lot of liberal messaging in the university?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. So I graduated in 2020. I played college sports. We were all required. I mean, I wasn't on the team when they started mandating this, but it was vaccines. You had to wear the like LGBTQ pride shirts to honor that. And so I missed a lot of it in the sports, but by the time I had graduated, it was ushered in. And even my classes I felt were very liberal leaning.
It was
Jack, am I being a utopian Andy by saying that I feel like educating institutions should be sober of any opinionated or choice like things? It should be just gonna, oh, we teach you, you want to know about X? We teach you X. We teach you A, B, C, whatever. Why do they gotta indoctrinate people into any direction? And not that it's left, right, or religion. I don't give a fuck. Why don't they just, oh, you're here to fucking, how is it to just be objective about what you want to learn and move on?
Unfortunate what happened. It was terrible what happened. It is disgusting what happened. But when you see the Charlie Kirk effect, this is all he ever wanted, is for a revival within the United States of America and all over the world. This is all he ever dreamed and hoped for. This is all he ever preached. So to see it come true, unfortunately, when it comes to his death, it's a bittersweet moment.
Do you think freedom of speech is under attack?
Is that the FBI agent from Lilo and Stitch?
Jimmy Kimmel got fired for making a joke, which is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like, he was even asked to apologize. He refused, which I'm proud of him for refusing. I think, you know, if they can say what they want, why can't we? You know, I don't think there's
Asking
any
people to get vaccines, IS
right or wrong.
It's common sense and safety.
Chat. Jokes are fine, and I agree this is 100%. Okay, I agree 100%. Okay, jokes about death, in my opinion, are too far. But in some rare cases, you know what, chat? A joke about it can be done properly, right? But if you do make a joke, and it's kind of like about that, and it's very early after it happened, you're gonna get public scrutiny. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's whatever. I'm just saying it's understandable that there will be some public scrutiny, public outrage, if it's about death and it's very early on. What if somebody made a 9/11 joke the day after it happened? What if 9/11 joke, big talk show? Oh, guys, what about those guys? Haha. What do you think people would do? People would be like, she's off the rails.
For anybody. They believe what they believe.
So yeah, it's a joke,
but... And you can't fault them for that.
How did you feel about Jimmy Kimmel being taken off air?
Ratings, he didn't have it. That's probably the only reason. Wasn't political, just he didn't have the ratings.
I actually don't like it, because ultimately Charlie wouldn't have liked that. Charlie is the ultimate advocate for the freedom of speech.
When people stop talking, that's when violence happens.
So if there's any type of government coercion in regards to that, that's something that Charlie would have been against. Even when it comes to disparaging comments, he would let the people come, at the college campus, Charlie would let the people come to the mic and say what it is that they want to say, and he would debate them in good faith. And if, freedom of speech...
Well, in good faith,
does come with its risks, and that includes those who want to use disparaging remarks to put people down and then try to destroy one another. But at the end of the day, he still stood for it, because that's the American way. That's how we get any type of headway in our country, is through dialogue. And
it's still a dialogue. At the end of the day, it's still a dialogue. It's still a whatever. It's still somebody can still show up and talking to the mic. What do people want to replace this with? People that don't allow a dialogue and just do one monologues with big microphones and people just listen and get fucking whatever. Is that what you want? Because that's kind of what you get when you do shit like this. People don't want to show up to events. Don't want to have a dialogue. All they want to do is sit at home and fucking spew bullshit like I do fucking at my computer all fucking day. But you know what I mean? And that's not a better place either. Like what?
That's why I'm a bit upset at the conservative response when it comes to Jimmy Kimmel.
All right, here's the thing. Again, I'm going to tell you truth again. The population of America is 4% of the world's population. We are 4% of the world's population. You had a 96% chance of being born someplace else, and God gave you the gift of being born free in the United States of America. what are you going to do with the gift?
We got to come together, man. Just one love, one idea, one country, man. We're all in the same battle, man. I think America's got a lot of work to do, man.
People need to start having mutual respect for each other.
Yo, low-key though, chat, 4% of the world and 9% of the swag is crazy. Chat, think about the influence of the United States, chat, over fashion and clothing and style and shit. Holy Chad, I cannot.
And we need to stop using dehumanizing languages like calling each other fascists, white supremacists, racists, when we're all Americans and we're all humans.
I think the political divide in the news media, they will say things that aren't fact, and they will get people hyped up and believing that Charlie's a racist or the people that follow Trump are horrible, bad, evil people.
That's the media,
lady,
that's the media. That's the media. That's not left or right thing. That's the media. The media is dog shit. The media is dog shit. Whatever you see on TV is dog trash, fucking steaming fucking mud.
Media is spinning words and using their words to cause harm to people who believe different.
The trilogy of freedom is our family, our country, and our God. Do you think he'll forgive you if you throw your life back in his face when you commit suicide? That's a greater sin to me. By spitting in God's face, how's that going to work? How's that going to go? Carry the pain. Because carrying the war, you're killing people, and to carry that, it's not easy. It works on you, and especially when you're 20, especially then. So I'm giving you insight as to what post-traumatic stress is and how we're trying to deal with it on the VA. I do woodshop therapy to help me. It keeps me busy. You see? So I'm making something, and look at that. And I could give it to my family, and they go, oh, wow, thank you very much.
Fair enough.
So that works for me. So I can say, okay, I can get off my riverboat, and I'm going to give you insight on that.
Please.
Okay? Some veterans wonder if God will forgive them because they don't understand the difference between killing and murder.
What's the difference?
You kill someone because your life is in danger. So you're protecting America because they're attacking the world and they want to destroy America. So you're killing them, all right? But murder is, I don't like that guy, I'm gonna...
Well, chat, I'm not gonna make assumptions, but chat, what if you were, back in the days, in the role, you were drafted to go to the war. You have to, by law, go to the war. You go to the war, right? You have to, otherwise you get what? You get deserter, you get penalty, you go to jail, whatever. You have to shoot people. It is what it is. I mean, it is what it is.
Plan on taking them out.
There is a difference in that sense.
Difference?
No?
Yeah. Okay, so that's the difference.
All right, y'all. The event is over. Trump ended it. Honestly, it was a pretty big disappointment on Trump's end. We had some really good speeches in there. Obviously, Saddam couldn't get in. He has a face condition, so I had to go in.
I think we found an answer to autism. How about that?
How was it outside?
It was cool. You know what I mean? There's a couple of little, like, arguments.
Come right here, dude.
I'm not scared of nobody but Jesus.
Jump over. Jump over. Jump over.
Hey,
Talk
man,
your
listen.
shit. See? Talk shit.
I'm not
Jump
talking
over.
shit.
Talk shit then.
I'm not talking
Jump
shit.
over.
I'm telling
Jump over.
you would rather jack
Jump
off a gorilla
over.
in the phone booth than
I'm
fuck
saying
with me.
talk shit.
You spread nothing but...
Charlie didn't die for this.
Stupid you are.
You know, Yogi Berra said it's hard to make predictions, especially about the future.
The Westboro Baptist Church came.
Who? What? Who? Who the fuck is Yogi Bear? Is that the guy with the honey?
All right.
Yogi Berra said it's hard to make predictions, especially about the future.
The Westboro Baptist Church came though, right?
The Westboro Baptist Church did come.
That's pretty cool.
Charlie Kirk was a fake Christian. God still hates
That's pretty sick. I saw Kyle Rittenhouse inside.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I tried to ask him some questions. I wanted to ask him if, like, he had any sympathy for the shooter, given, like, his history.
That's true.
What?
It's not, yeah, I mean, everyone thought I was Andrew,
comparable.
so I had a good time.
I don't think.
Honestly, inside was like...
Is it?
It was like
I don't
a
even
very
know.
loving environment, and then the speakers got to talking, and it was like war cries.
I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erica.
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do.
You have no idea the dragon you have awakened. You have no idea how determined we will be to save this civilization, to save the West, to save this republic.
America
was his home, and he was willing to die for it.
Corporatism mixed with Christianity and like vague religious identitarianism, just kind of all wrapped up into this one thing where like the enemy is evil.
You have nothing. You are nothing. You are wickedness, you are jealousy, you are envy, you are hatred. You are nothing.
And yeah, I don't know, it was a super strange feeling, but everybody was really nice, like, you know, to us, which was cool.
Yeah, I noticed that people were like hella chill with me as well. You know what I mean?
But other than that, I mean, it was fun. It's hot as fuck here. They keep saying Charlie Kirk's in heaven. Lucky him, he's not in fucking Phoenix, you know what I mean? It's hot as hell out here.
Channel 5 live worldwide, Hollywood and Vine.
Fuck the authority, Channel 5 News.
Channel 55. We don't fuck with customers. And 5 is the best.
xQc Omega.